Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be playing a game that I just made up called Guess That Album, and that's right, you're going to be guessing albums. There's going to be 20 total, so make sure that you have a pen and paper or your phone notepad, and we're going to be keeping track of what you got right and how many you got right. Basically, the premise of the game is I took 20 albums. Some are Joker cards, some are not. And I basically put white paint splatter. So, like, if white paint just splattered all over the album and covered up all the important parts, could you guess the album? And I know it sounds easier than you think, but you might get stumped on a couple of these. I put some easy ones in there, and then I put a couple hard ones in there to have some fun. So let's get right started. I'm going to give you about 10 to 30 seconds to try to guess in between. I don't want the video to be too massively long, especially for people who like fly through these. But this one right here, you guys should know what it is. I did kind of try to confuse maybe a few people leaving this in, but there's an area code down here you can see. And it's Beverly Hills 50187, of course. Everybody knows this one, so we start off with super easy, and let's get on to the next one. This one may be a little bit tricky because there are two albums that look almost identical. One has question marks and one has eyeballs on it. Can you guess this album? It's Bizarre, and there's Bizarre Bizarre, so that one, I feel like a lot of people don't listen to the Bizarres, either one of them, so thought that might be good. This one's going to be an easy one. It is a Joker card. It's from the second set. Bang, pow, boom. And there's actually a red one and a blue one, and then this green one, and then technically there is a gold one, but I felt like I didn't really want to do the anniversary sets. Not in this video. How about this one? Does anybody know what this is? I never hear anybody talking about this album ever. I've never heard anyone say that they love a song off this album or anything. So I thought this might be a good one to throw in here. Any guesses? Smothered and Covered. It's a cover songs. And this came out and everyone was talking about it for like a week, and then I never heard anything else about it. I don't know why. Here's the next one, and I feel like this is such an iconic image, but can you fill in all the blanks? And when I say all of it, can you picture the lettering of all that I'm covering? I don't know. This down here is the tricky part that I feel like a lot of people will struggle to fill in. Are you ready for me to uncover it? It's the Eye of the Storm. And then there is some parental advisory and 25 cents, and then ICP, which I feel like this should have been a Hatchet Man somewhere here. Potentially like the eye right there. It's just my opinion. This is another one too that's so underrated. Like nobody ever talks about this album. And I actually have a very vivid memory of this logo right here, this crop circle logo, being on jerseys and shirts and hats. And I have not seen it in so long. I've not even seen a juggler wear this logo in so long. But it is an ICP album. I should state, for the sake of the video, I'm not doing solo albums, and I'm not doing albums that other people appeared on. So no Wizard of the Hood, no Dark Lotus. This is strictly just ICP albums. It's the calm. It's the calm before the storm. Get it? This one I feel like may be too easy, but I tried to kind of cover everything. However, I feel like this artwork here, this logo, the name, is a dead giveaway. It's a dead giveaway. It's Dog Beats. This is another one just like the Smothered and Covered that, again, like when it first came out, everyone was talking about it, and then I never hear anybody talk about it since. I never hear anybody playing any of the songs off this album. And I guess I did just kind of like, I just said that I didn't do anything like Wizard of the Hood or anything that had anybody else on it, and I kind of forgot I put this in there. So I just shoved my foot in my own mouth, so I apologize. This is definitely a collab. I know I just got done saying that, but I forgot I put this one in here because I was trying to get 20 albums. That might be more tricky. Bonus points. I'll give bonus points. Anybody who can name every single artist on each side, you get a bonus. You get 5 bonus points. So if you get all 20 of these CDs right, you get 25 points if you can get all these artists here. Alright, you guys ready? There you go. The Emporium. And like I said, I think this is the only one that I like messed up on. Everybody else is just strictly ICP. This one was too easy, and like I was like trying to figure out how can I maybe confuse people, but I feel like this one's just too easy. It's Yum Yum Bedlam. How about this one? Anybody guess what's right here? 2 extra bonus points if you can guess what is to the left and what is to the right. And it's a hard one. Can you guess what is here and what is here? Alright, time's up. It was a trick question. There's nothing on the sides there. I just wanted to throw people off. It's Xmas by ICP. They have a couple of these holiday special ones, but I feel like this one's less talked about. Everybody should know this background. Everybody should know this. It's Forgotten Freshness. 2 bonus points if you can guess the volume. But I'm not going to make you guys guess all the volumes of Forgotten Freshness. That would be crazy. This one's a super easy one. I feel like everyone should get this. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I threw you off a little bit with the flames. It is a Joker card. And there's what? Only 2 Joker cards with flames? So you got a 50-50% chance. Alright, I'm switching it. It's the Wraith. And fun fact about the Wraith and Hell's Pit. The hand is different, right? So one is like this way and one is this way. And actually in sign language, when I took American Sign Language when I was in college, this is good and this is bad. And that's kind of how I remembered the Wraith and Hell's Pit. Of like, you know, this is good on the Wraith because you can accept, right? But on Hell's Pit, he is taking your hand. It's bad. And that is kind of how I remembered that. When we were in sign language class, that had come up, and I was like, oh, the Wraith and Hell's Pit. Easy. And so everything in sign language, I would like come up with something that in my real life that I've already experienced kind of matches that. So this one was tricky dicky dicky, and I was like, I'm gonna make this as hard as possible because I feel like if I showed any more than this, everybody would have guessed it in like half of a second. Anybody guess it? It's not Yum Yum. Because Yum Yum's got green like that vine coming off. It's not Yum Yum. You ready? It's Riddlebox. And I debated putting this in there because I was like, this is going to be way too easy. Everybody likes Riddlebox. But this is an oldie. It's an old one. If anybody can guess. I feel like this was... I probably shouldn't have put this one in there. It might have been too hard. Okay, number 15. This one is definitely, like, one of the least, like... I feel like majority of Juggalo's least favorite. Like, I never hear anyone even referring to this album. It kind of looks like Riddle Box, but honestly, I feel like the hat gives me like the dwarves from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's the vibe I get from this. Are we ready? Boink. Did you see it coming? Did you already knew it? You were like, Megz, this is too fucking easy. Make something harder. Well, here you go. Here's something harder. It kind of looks like the Wraith, but is it the Wraith? I don't know. Does the Wraith have a circle on its chest, stomach area? Does it? Does an anniversary version have what? I don't know. What do you think? Time's up. It's the Mighty Death Pop. I don't know why I feel like so many juggalos hate on this album, and I don't know why. I actually got my first mowing job when this album came out. I shouldn't say first mowing job. Like, I mowed yards as a kid. But this was like a rider mower, and I had wireless, or no, I don't think they were wireless. I had earbuds, and I just listened to this album on repeat after it came out. And I just associate this album with mowing. So when I do hear this album, I can almost like smell grass and feel the sun on my skin, because I was mowing like a big yard out in the country on a rider, and I just played this song constantly, or this album constantly. Number 17. Oh, kind of has an 8 here. This is a toughie. I threw a curveball at you, so I'm going to give you a few minutes. But yeah, if you feel like this is too easy, or you want like a part 2, let me know in the comments down below, because I actually had quite a bit of fun making this. It took me quite a bit of while to edit all these, but I had fun. I had fun doing it. And so I think if I do this video again, I'd probably do like some other collabs, like Dark Lotus album, whereas Wizard of the Hood, maybe some Killjoy Club or Psychopathic Riders. Like, I feel like that would be fun too. Alright, time's up, you guys. You either got it or you don't. What do you think? Did you get it right? Did the 8 throw you off? I was really hoping it would throw you off. I was really counting on that. This one's again, like, nobody ever talks about this album. I have made multiple videos of this album, and it never gets like hardly any views. Even the one where like I was so proud of it too, where I like had compiled all the CDs together and it made this image, and it was like a huge poster thing, and like nobody cared. But it's also super underrated, and this is actually an interactive album because you have to collect them and then you make this beautiful image here. It is The Pendulum. Definitely worth a one-time listen. If you haven't experienced The Pendulum or even tapped into it, essentially it is a comic book series that came with a single per comic book. In that CD that had the single in it, you would turn it over and put them all together, and it would create this image. And then you put all the CDs together, it makes one album. I feel like that's part of why a lot of people don't know about The Pendulum, is because it's not one CD you can just pick up, and they're hard to come by now, and it is what it is. But I do have it on my channel for free if you want to give it a listen. This one may be too easy. It may be. You probably already know what it is. It's The Great Milenko. We got one more, guys, so I hope you are keeping tally. One more picture, one more album. What do you think it is? I'm kind of getting woolly mammoth vibes with these like trunks here. Clownvis with woolly mammoth vibes. But this is the last one. It is a Joker card. I'll give you one more hint. It's from the second set. It's missing Link. And this is the found version. There's like 3 versions. There's found, there's lost, and then there is the outtakes album. And I'm going to give you my not so popular opinion, which is Every song off the Outtakes album was better than the Joker card itself. I would put the Missing Link Outtakes album above both Missing Links, Lost and Found. I loved the Outtakes album. Loved it. And Violent J said in an interview that those songs didn't make the cut because they weren't as good. And I say BS, because those were all way better than anything that made the cut. So, out of the Missing Link trilogy, out of all 3 albums, the Outtakes is my favorite beyond far. Like, I love the Outtakes album more than the Joker cards themselves. But it's still a cool concept. If I, was like running psychopathic or something and had, say, I would highly recommend to Shaggy and Jay to scrap the Outtake albums altogether and put all the songs on the Outtake album onto both Lost and Found. I feel like there weren't that many songs already, and it would not have hurt to put 5 more on each album and then get rid of the Outtakes album altogether, because people don't even know about the Outtakes album. I've asked tons of people, like, have you heard the Outtakes? And they're like, no. And I'm like, bro, that's the best songs are on that one. Nobody knows because they're not on the Joker card. So I feel like, I don't know, I just don't like when artists do that. It's like, why not just put it on the album? Like, you have the room. It's not like the album's too long or something. So, that's just my opinion, but hey, I don't run Psychopathic, so if I did, I would definitely be recommending some different business management moves. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and let me know in the comments down below what guest albums you would like next. Like, what theme of guest albums would you like next? And I don't feel like there's enough Dark Lotus ones, but I could probably do that. And let me know what your score was in the comments. I hope you guys have a absolutely beautiful day. Do something fun today. Enjoy your day, and don't just work it all away. And I will see you guys next time.